Merhaba YouTube ALSENYAZ Oyun kanalına hoş geldiniz. Ben İsa. Kingdom Come Deliverance serisine kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. İyi seyirler, başlayalım. En son turnuvaya katılmıştık. Önceki bölümde kaybettik. İlk elemanı indirdik de ikinci elemanda yenilmiştik. İzlediyseniz biliyorsunuz zaten. Bu bölüm görevlerden, yan görevlerden devam edelim. Yan görev neydi bir seçmişim. Bakalım hemen. Buna bir ara bakarım. Ben kapatayım hatta. Tek tek yapacağız. Burada var. Görev var. Görev nerelerde var diye bakıyorum da. Tamam, denk geldikçe alacağız yeni görevler. Marketlardan aldığımız şeyleri satmıştık galiba, değil mi? Para ne kadar var? 2.6K. Bence bir ağacı grubunda indirip onların kıyafetlerini satalım. Ondan sonra gidip at falan alırız. Bakalım bu bizim gidip konuşacağımız elemanlar kadını kabul edecek mi? Bence etmeyecekler. Sonuçta kendi birinci derece yakınları değil ya. Birinci derece demeyeyim de yakınları değil. Kocasının, ölen kocasının yakınları olduğu için belki kabul etmezler. Gelmişken bunlara da bir sorarız bakalım oduncu arıyorlar mı? Ön tarafta bir bakalım diyeceğime.
What is it now?
Kadın hayatta kabul etmez aslında.
I've got information about your daughter-in-law. Elishka's fine, only she needs...
Never heard of her. Get lost.
Bak.
She's your nearest kin. Elishka's part of your family and she really needs you...
I won't help anyone.
I could make it worth your while.
Really? And what is it you want?
Your son's widow needs help. She has nowhere to go.
What do I care about some useless girl?
She could help you with the farm. She definitely knows how to take care of things.
Aynen.
A bit of help would come in handy. Send her here then, but don't let her think she'll be taking it easy. She'll have her work cut out.
That sounds quite...
And if I hear a peep out of her, I'll take a stick to her back.
Fine salvation this is.
Valla kadın buraya gelse ne olacak? O da işkence çekilecekler kadına. Belli.
Go and mind your own business.
Nerede lan bu at? Kafa kol ne demek? Onu bile bilmiyorum. Ne yapacağım ya? İşte. Reyonu mu? Galiba şu artık yazıyor. Reyon yaparız. Evet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bir ton yanlış gidiyorum. Aynen. Buraya git. Burası bana biraz yani yürüyerek daha rahatlıyorum da. Tamam, böyle döneceğiz. Aynen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yürüyerek geleceğim oraya ya. Su bulamayacağız.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good health to you.
You're not crying now?
I'm not. I've wept enough for a lifetime.
It's a bit of a change since my last visit.
I haven't had much luck in my life, but I've always worked things out in the end. Tears are no help to anything.
That's true.
So, did you find out something about them?
I did. I found your husband's father and mother, and they're willing to take you in.
But...
They're not very nice people, Ilishka. They probably work you to the bone. But you would get fed.
Life is never easy. But at least I'd have a family.
You're right. I'll have another talk with Herman.
Goodbye.
Yani hemen dışarı çıkıp bekleyeceğim. Hadi bak, çık dışarı. Kalk burada öyle.
Ilishka's looking better.
She is, but she's not happy. God sent the poor girl great trials.
Indeed.
Did you know her whole family was wiped out by the plague? She was barely 12.
Losing your family isn't easy.
Ah, sorry, I wasn't thinking. So, Did you find out anything about that kin of hers?
I have. I tracked them down. They say they'd take her in, but I'm not sure she'd do well there.
Leave that to her. I just hope she'll be better off than now.
I've heard the way you talk about her, and, would you like Ilishka to stay?
You know, Hal, she was always the sweetest girl. When she came with her family to Ratai, still single, she was a sight to behold. And it might surprise you, but she even had a word or two for me now and again. It grieved me when she married that wastrel. It was a foolish idea, but I always thought maybe she and I could... Well, fate likes a good laugh. Now I've strung up her old man. I have her under my roof. After all the years I was thinking of her. I don't want her to leave, but I don't want her to be unhappy here either.
Good health to you.
Have you made your mind up?
I can't decide. I don't know Mishik's kin at all. But at least I'd have a family.
Herman could give you a family too.
He's a decent, upright fellow. I've met none better, and that's the honest truth. But he's an executioner.
And what's the problem? That the other women won't chat with you down at the creek? Did that sort of gossip ever interest you anyway? He's a fine man, isn't he? He's willing to take care of you, and he has the means to do it. And he wants you. He's so sick with love for you, he can't even sleep.
But did he really say that?
He told me he's been in love with you for years. He said he always thought you were the sweetest girl in Ratai.
That's true. We used to meet now and again and exchange a few words. Well, he always treated me nicely. By all that's holy, you're right. I'll stay here. God be with you. Herman,
Yes?
can I stay here with you?
You mean for good?
If you don't want me to.
You can! By God, you can! You've made me the happiest man in the world.
Hep diğer tarafta mutsuz olurdu kadın valla. Kalsın mutlu mutlu yaşasınlar. Hadi iyisin benim sayemde.
Thank you, Hal. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. The main thing is everything worked out well.
It did, thank you. And I want you to have this. God Almighty, I've got Ilishka. After all these years, me, the executioner, has the woman he loves.
Bölümümüz ne? Bir tekrar gidelim. Önce gitmemizde onun olduğu oylamanın olduğu yerdeki kapı kilitliydi, gidememiştik. Daha gideyim, eğer alabilirsem yaparım, biri alamazsam başka görev geçeriz. Önce şuraya bir gidelim. Buradan bu görevi alırız. Sonra bu görevi alırım. Oradan da buraya uzarız. Böyle gideceğiz buraya. Buradan böyle. Dümdüz devam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Is there anything I can do for you?
As it happens, there is. Drahomira, a widow from Ledechko, requested my services. But it's a long way on foot, and me with my back in such dreadful pain. I simply can't face the journey.
All the way from Ledechko? What, they don't have a herbalist there?
They do, but she didn't want a local. She's a rich widow, inherited a butcher shop. You know how folks like to gossip, especially about anyone who's better off than them. Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
Exorcisms?
You know, banishing ghosts, smudging, spells.
Yaparız.
Haunted butcher shop. All in a day's work for me.
It's not a task to be undertaken lightly. This is a real ghost, the spirit of a dead man who has
Bir göreve benziyor ha.
peace.
İlgi çekici.
In order to banish him from the world of the living, you'll need to do a few things.
Slit a black cock's neck on the poor soul's grave?
What a despicable thought! No. Do you know what smudging is? You'll need 10 poppies and some flowers from the deceased grave. Once you have all that, bring it to the house that's being haunted. Light it on fire, and the smoke will purge the place of any unwanted spirits.
Sounds like fun. I'll help you.
It's no game. It's a very serious matter. Drahomira was terrified, and these aren't forces to be meddled with lightly.
Fine. Is there anything else I should know?
That's a question for Drahomira. You'll find her in her cottage on the very edge of Ledechko. God be with you.
Huzursuzluk. Bu görev güzel bir göreve benziyor. Ama şimdi yapmayacağız tabii. Alalım böyle. Yap. Buradan dönüp tarafa doğru gideceğiz. Böyle yol var mı? Varsa böyle uzayalım. Yani.
Ya. Yeah.
Olmaz. Böyle mi? Değişik bir yol var.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baka baka bulacağız yolumuzu. Tam böyle gidiyoruz.
Yeah.
God be with you.
What's going on here?
We caught a human and locked him up in the barn.
Evet.
How did you manage to catch him? It's not like I underestimate you, but I can only assume he was armed.
Aye, he was. But he had a bit of bad luck. I went for water in the morning, and all of a sudden I saw a man on a horse riding through the ford. Halfway down the ford, the horse got wild and threw him into the water. I waded in and pulled him up on the shore. And then I realized he was a cumin. Luckily for me, he'd hit his head and was out cold. So I dragged him into the barn.
And what plans do you have for him?
What do I know? The miller told me to guard him. You'll have to ask him what he's got in mind.
All right, I'll ask him. Interesting.
Take care now.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
No, I'm not looking for anyone at the moment.
One of your hands told me you're holding a cumin captive.
You've heard correctly. I have my own plans for him, but I need a bit of help.
How did you do it? It's not every day a miller's helper catches an enemy of the crown.
That's true. My hands will be more than happy to tell you how they caught him.
I'll help you. I've got some unfinished business with the Cubans.
I'm guessing you're from Skalitz then.
I am.
Very well then. I plan to question the bastard and find out where he hid all the plunder he's been taking.
I'm guessing you want to return all that loot to its original owners.
Very funny. So, are you going to help me or not?
All right, I'll get it out of him.
Do you speak Hungarian?
No, I don't.
Then you won't get anything out of him. But if you want to help, you can. A little down the river is a mill. The men said there's a vagrant there who swears in Hungarian when he's playing dice. You could go there and find out if he knows any more than curses.
All right, I can handle it.
Thanks. Good luck to you.
Burada görev var.
Yeah.
Bu adamdan göre alamayacağım herhalde bak. Yine bu içeride. Burası taş mı mesela?
My respects to you.
Whose house is this?
It's our local custodians. The most esteemed Sir Sebastian, Baron von Berg.
What does the custodian do anyway?
Well, he's meant to look after the local community and keep the peace.
But
But in fact, he seems more interested in robbing everyone blind.
you don't seem to think very much of him.
Well, of course I do. A man with a nose so stuck up that it acts as a rain funnel can't be all bad.
I'm much obliged.
Don't mention it.
You look bored.
beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau? It's such a holy place, filled with knowledge.
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books, they don't want to talk to you, and when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius at least, they ran me off. Me! Like some kind of thief. What good is the whole blasted monastery if I can't even do that?
Maybe I could help you.
How? You're not planning some mischief, are you?
No, not at all. I was going to bring you something from the cave under the monastery where he spent his time. You can get in there. You could touch it for luck and then I'd return it.
Oh, now. You'd do that for me?
Of course.
Then I'd be very grateful to you.
Yeah.
Bu ile alakası yok ama belki vardır. Ben nasıl gireceğim ki? Da açamam zaten. Kolayını açamıyoruz yani. Çok zorunu mu açacağım? Büyük ihtimalle bu tarz görevleri bu arada yapmadan oyunu bitireceğim. Çünkü yapamam yani. Yapabileceğim görevler değil. Bu hırsızlık olayı olsun, kapı açma olayları olsun, sandık açma olayları olsun bana göre değil.
Take care now.
Bu tarz görevler kalacak. Büyük ihtimal. Ya bu görevler kalır. Diğer görev de kalacak. Orası da gitti çünkü. Görevlere gideceğiz. Bunun için o zaman bir ormana gideceğiz. Genelde herhangi bir ormana gitsem şey bulurum. Tavşan çünkü hemen hemen her yerde var. Tam böyle gitsek buradan bir ormana dalarız. Buralarda falan avlarım.
Ya. Ya.
Yaban domuzuna falan da denk geliriz. Mantar zehirli midir acaba? Evet. Hiç denemeden bilemeyiz. Zehirli değil demek. Tavşan yok mu? Aramasam var ya, çıkar bir sürü. Oynama yakınındaki şeyi vuramıyorum, hayvanı vuramıyorum da. Kötü. Ya baksana ben nereye şey yapıyorum, nereye atıyorum. Vurursun. Tamam. Onu da vur be. Böyle böyle deneyeceğiz. Ya. Ama gelmişken geyik de alabiliriz. Biri şey istiyor, geyik isteyen vardı yanlış hatırlamıyorsam. Nereye gitti onlar? Ben mi yanlış gördüm acaba? Vurabilsem. Helal olsun, vurdum valla. Karaca. Bir tane tavşan alırsak, bir tane de karaca alırsam yeter bana. Tavşan 2 tane değil, bir tane almasam bile yeter. çalışan karıncalar. Kamp oldum ama bilmiyorum. Biri var mıdır, varsa dost mudur, düşman mıdır hiçbir fikrim yok. Dost mu düşman
What's
mı?
that? Hey, who's there?
Aynen,
Well,
dost.
the pig turns up willing.
Peki. İşte tek yedi lan. Tavşan.
Mother of God! Oh, oh, oh. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What's the... İt, bir dur. Köpek gibi oldu. Köpek peşinde, benlik bir şey yok. Yumrukla öldürdüm lan köpeği. Şimdi Yandan mı la? Bayılttım demek ki köpeği o zaman. Köpek kaçmıyor yani. Ben ne yapayım?
Well, I know. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter.
Gel gel. Okçu muymuş? Yarı kalabalıkmış bu arada. Ne bakın. Bunun 6. olacak. İki tane kolsuz okçu. Öldü mü lan? Tekte gitti. Böyle atabileceğim hiç düşünmüyorum ama. Yes. Yüzümdeki tavşana vuramıyorum ya, rezillik. Bir durumda 255. Ya da böyle binebilirsem çok güzel olur. Böyle gündüz olmasını bekleyelim. Ağaçların hepsini geberttim. Bozuldu mu lan etler? Onlar niye sıra düştü? Bozulduysa başına almalı. Hayda, harbiden bozulmuş. Lan harbiden bozulmuş ya. Para etmeyenlere bakacağız. yapabilirim başka? Bunda yer var. Bence avlanmaya devam edebilirim. En azından tavşan etini şey yaparız, hallederiz. Adamın kafasını tavşan olarak gördüm herhalde. Hadi nerede bu tavşan olsun? Başka zaman olsa var ya bol bol çıkar.
I wonder what Theresa's doing now. I could stop by and see her again. I enjoyed it last time.
Evet, şu avlanmamızı yapalım da. Enteresan. Lan nerede bu tavşanlar? Bu ne lan? Kayıt mısınız?
Hey.
What we got here? Entertainment! Great! To arms! Get over here!
Gelsene pek. Yine önce gidersin. Alalım. Alayım. Ne diyor mu acaba? Tamam. Martin Bizek biri. Acaba ölür mü o, gelir mi buraya? Alerjim bağlanma işimiz yalan olacak ya. Yok, hayvan yok yani. Ağlamaya çıkmasam bol bol çıkar karşıma. Galiba salacağım ya. Yok yani, yok, tavşan yok. Neymiş bu? Bu kadar.
I am at your service, Sir Knight.
The Overseer sent me. You're to show me the place where the accident happened.
Like I've got time to spare to show you round. He should have done it himself. Why do you want to know, anyway?
Because of the Talmberg stone. If they really are delivering poor quality material, then there should be consequences.
I'd be interested in what kind. But I'm guessing the Overseer likes the idea of cheaper stone, right?
And have you noticed anything else going on?
Of course. It's a construction site. Things are always going wrong. The men are always complaining and the work isn't being done fast enough.
So it's just like any other building work?
Essentially, yes. Occasionally someone brings in bad wood, or a man cuts off his thumb and blames it on a bad omen, and then there's all these rumors going round.
I'd be interested to know what the men talk about.
Who's been stealing, which men from the monastery go to visit women, how the work's going, normal things. It's only the talk about the curse that's not in the normal run of things. And then there's that devil's skull they dug up.
You talked about the devil's skull?
I did. They say it was found in the hole dug for the foundation of the scaffolding. They moved it so it would do its harm elsewhere. But I wasn't there to see it, so I don't know.
And who might know more?
Shouldn't you be investigating the stone? Leszek's in charge of the scaffolding, so ask him if you really have to know. He might tell you something.
Who's stealing? Could someone be stealing the stone?
According to the rumors, everyone, from the abbot and the custodian down to the lowest laborer. It's like with whores and dice. There's no protection against slander. And something gets lost here and there, that's true. But nobody stole any stone. There wouldn't be any left if every man here started helping himself, would there?
Where's the scene of the accident?
It didn't happen on the main site. It was at the outbuilding next to the church, right under the long stairs before the entrance door. Ask my assistant who's in charge there. You'll easily recognize him. He dresses up like he owns the place.
Girdik artık. İşte bir yermiş gibi geldi bana.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Are you guarding Procopius Cave?
That's right. Otherwise, people would steal absolutely everything.
I'm not sure, but I think workers at the monastery were looking at one little bone. And it looked like they were touching it for luck.
Again? That thieving rabble. I'll show them.
Git.
May the Lord watch
Ya
over
bakalım
you.
bakalım burada neler varmış.
The stone fell on him here. You can still see the marks. This has to be the stone that hit him. I'll take a piece of it. Maybe someone will recognize it. Just as I thought. There aren't any remains here.
Ben muhafızı boşuna yolladım herhalde. Burada soyulacak, hiç çalınacak bir şey yok ki. Evet, taraftan gidelim.
Peculiar weather we're having this year. I'm at your service, Sir Knight. You want to stick your head out of the door now.
Did you see the accident that happened here?
I didn't see it. I was down at the bottom and I heard something rumble and then screams. I ran up and helped to carry him out.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
When they left, there was a terrible stench. We were being punished for digging up that skull.
Well,
good luck to you. But I heard it snowed in Sternberg only a week ago.
Nonsense. Who told you such a thing?
It's true, I swear. The wife's brother goes that way with eggs and milk. He says there was nothing down below the castle, but up the... God be with you.
Did you see the accident that happened here?
I didn't see it. I was down at the bottom and I heard something rumble and then screams. I ran up and helped to carry him out.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
Well, like what? A lot of people came down to see what was happening. Even a butcher dripping with blood wouldn't have attracted any attention in that mob. Farewell.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I heard you found something.
It's true. I dug it up during work. I then ran away with it and got rid of it so the others wouldn't see. But rumours spread anyway.
And what was it that nobody was supposed to see?
What do you think? A demon skull.
Here. On holy ground, in the middle of the monastery.
But it was outside the monastery walls.
Where exactly? Is there anything else there worth seeing?
Nothing but scaffolding. We started digging there to set foundations for extending it.
And are you sure it was a devil's skull?
I know what I saw. I can recognize a human skull, and this one had horns, like the devil. Besides, the thing gave off a diabolical stink.
And where is it now? What did you do with it?
I was taking it down to the river to throw it in. Only I dropped it at the top of the slope and it rolled downhill. The devil alone knows where it ended up.
I'll see if I can find it.
May the Lord watch over you.
Can you tell me something about the poor wretch with the broken head?
Yadok, he was a decent person. You could rely on him. He was honest, went to church. Why do you want to know?
Did he have any enemies? Somebody who would want to...
Kill him? You think someone threw that stone block on his head? If you're looking for the culprit, then have a look at the stone.
Who's in charge of the place where the accident happened?
Me. I watch over everything here, and when necessary, I go to see my master. He is kept busy enough with the construction of the church.
And are you responsible for checking the stone?
Yes. We tested what load they could handle and how much they crumbled during dressing.
Where were you when it happened?
I'm not even sure. Somewhere else. I ran over when I heard the screaming, and they were already taking him away.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
No, I didn't. These things happen with great building works. It wasn't the first time, and God forgive me for saying it, but it won't be the last.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Did you see the accident that happened here?
I didn't see it. I was down at the
Kimseler
bottom and I
görmemiş
heard
anasını
something
satayım
rumble
ya.
and then
Yok mu gören
screams.
arkadaş?
I ran up and helped to carry him out.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
When they left, there was a terrible stench. We were being punished for digging up that skull. God be with you.
Kapatılsaymış arkadaş. Şimdi sordum herhalde. Ben şu an yapacağımız görev bu değil. Nice. Kardiyocu var bir şey bu. Neyse salla şu an bu görevi yapmıyorum. Yol var mı? Zaten buradan gelmiştik.
And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold a patient down, or fetch and carry things.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Şuraya bir giremedik, ne yermiş? Burası normal değil bence. Görev merak yapacağız. Büyük ihtimalle orası öyle açılacak. Niye kapatmıştı acaba?
Ya.
Sallanmayı bitireceğiz.
Ya. Ya.
Bakalım buradan ne çıkacak. Bu mudur? Bunun için mi açtık bunu? Ben de sandım bir şey çıkar. Avlanmayı salıyorum ya, yok. Çıkmıyor hayvan. Ya böyle bir sayısı mayısı bir şey var bunun. Ben bilmiyorum. Yok, çıkmıyor. Normalde bir sürü hayvan çıkar karşıma, hiçbir tane de çıkmadı. Bir dakika, bir şeyle görüşecek değil mi? Teresa mıydı neydi?
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'd like to try pickpocketing again.
All right. Come behind the mill, away from prying eyes.
Farewell.
Bu arada şimdi uyuyacağım için o aletler hep bozulacak. Vallahi en kötü gideceğiz, satın alacağız, öyle götüreceğiz ya. Allamanla uğraşılmıyor. Yani hayvan çıkmıyor, çıksa uğraşılır aslında da.
I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking up behind me without me seeing you and take something from my purse. First, you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable, but also of getting caught in the act. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out, carefully, but fast enough so I don't notice. Try stealing my dagger. It's there, mixed up with other things.
Hani işim yok.
That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there. I think you're ready to try it out for real. Best practice on drunks and sleeping folk. so you don't end up in jail before you even get started.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome. But I'll be having that dagger back now.
Benim daha çok geliştirmem lazım ya, bu yan kesicilikle bu kapıydı işte, kasaydı, onları açma olayını. Onları çözer, rahatça açabilirsem çok süper olur.
I'd like to try pickpocketing again.
As you wish. I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. First, you have to rummage. Once you've found something, try stealing my dagger. Good luck to you. That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there. I think you're ready to try it out for real. Best practice on drunks and sleeping folk.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome.
Bunu koydum kitaplarına. Ne oldu? Niye uyandın lan?
You can't be serious. Sleeping in other people's beds. Get out or you'll be sorry.
Tamam. Evet.
Damn. Hey, lad. How dare you sleep in someone else's bed? Get lost.
Benim yemek bulmam lazım. Bayağı acıktım.
Hey, do you think you own the place? Snoring here? Clear off! How dare you sleep in someone else's bed? Get lost!
Bekleyeceğiz.
Look at the state you're in.
Don't you want to do something together again?
I can't now. Come back in the evening,
Akşam
will
mı?
you?
Tamam.
How about now? Fancy a walk to the town?
I can't now. Come back in the evening, will you?
Seviyem yetmiyordu. Benim üstüne kalsın hadi.
I'm glad to see you. Goodbye.
Alalım hadi. Akşam gideceğiz. Onun harici. Ben bir şey yapacaktım da unuttum bak. At alacaktım doğru. At. Aynen. Burayı uzayacağız. Buraya değil de bu taraflarda da vardı. Ya burayı uzayalım. Bayağı çıkmış oraya.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Do you need a hand with anything around here?
I certainly do. After what happened, I don't know where to begin. Throw out everything that's burnt, hire new stable boys. But why bother? There's just no point anymore, especially since no one will buy from me. Our best customer was Sir Divish of Talmberg. He paid handsomely for our horses. But now my husband is... now he's been murdered. His lordship has stopped buying. Although we still breed excellent steeds.
Then why would he stop buying from you?
I don't know really. But maybe you could find out? Take our dabbled grey and show him to his lordship. He's a fine steed. A bit of a devil, but fast as the wind. That ought to convince Sir Divish.
Why me? Why not go yourself or send a stable boy?
I need all my stable boys here, and besides, you've got his lordship's ear, so I'm sure I can trust you.
But how? Do you want to race?
Race? I can't go running around like a March hare just to win some custom. I've got my dignity.
No, not you. A horse race. The winner will determine who Sir Divish buys from.
Ah, I see. And I was afraid I'd have to try and outrun people half my age with these old aching knees of mine.
All right, I'll go and ask Sir Divish. Maybe I can find out what's going on.
That would be very kind of you, lad. Please send him my respectful greetings. Good luck then.
Kızlar gelmiş buraya.
They have, but it might have been better if I never came back.
What's the matter?
I don't know. It's just strange. My mind's all churned up. I keep thinking it could happen again. I should have been lying there with the horses, my throat cut. That fellow with the limp saved me, but...
It will pass.
I hope so. I pray for it every night. I shouldn't have come back. I should have just gone far from here.
You still can.
I suppose so.
You told me you'd teach me something useful.
Aye, and I keep my word.
No, kafa kolun ne demek olduğunu hala bilmiyorum. Kafa kol. Saldırıların daha fazla hasara yol açar ancak %10 daha fazla dayanıklık götürür. Sadece savurmak için güç gerektiren silahlarla. Ne kılıçlarla filan. Tamam. Kesinlikle var. Açlığını her şeyle yetiştirebilirsin. Zehirli ya da bozulmuş yiyecekten zarar görmezsin. Ancak olumlu etkilerini de alamazsın. Arka arkaya 5 gün aşırı yemez veya aç kalmazsan. Tamam, geç. Sağlığın minimuma düşünce çıldırırsın ve dayanıklılığın 4 kat daha fazla. Yani daha az. İlk rakibini alt ettikten sonra saldırıların gücü bir süre artar. Dayanıklılığın daha az. Bu. Atın yol. Geç. Atın fırtına varken aşırı yürür. Kimse atına vurmadığı sürece yakındaki düşmanlardan ürkmez. Uzak ve yakın mesafe silahlarıyla üstündeyken %15 daha fazla sığırır. At üstünde öyle çok savaşmıyorum, bence gerek yok. Bu. Bisikletleri yağmalarken daha fazla para bulursun. Seninle aynı çekicilik seviyesine sahip birine yan kişilik yapma şansını arttırır. Çekiciliğim vallahi 0. Değil mi? 7 olmuş. Bisikletler. Olsun. Seviye bu arada. 9 seviye. İnceliğim 10 seviye. Güzel. Savunma 5 seviye olmuş. Kılıcı 10 yapamadık. 10 yapsam süper olacak. Buradan atı nereden alacağım? Kimden alacağım? Bunu satıyor atı. Burayı niye gösteriyor anlamadım ki. Bu atı kimden satın alacağım ya? At satın almak istiyorum ama.
I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
Labirent 10 seviye.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention. May the Lord...
Look out!
I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention. May the Lord...
I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my skills.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now pay close attention. God bless.
Ortalayabileceğim mi? 3K falan para kaldı.
I'd like to buy a horse.
I'm glad to hear it. We're badly in need of selling some. Have you looked them over?
Daha değil.
Not yet.
Then go and have a look in the stables, so you know what you're buying. Good luck then.
Yine. Daha yüksek yok mu? 82 olmuş. Güzel. Kes. Daha yüksek alır. 350 falan olsa da kapasitesi daha güzel olur. Galiba yok daha iyi.
Hey.
I'd like to buy a horse.
I'm glad to hear it. Have you looked them over?
I have.
The best there are. Is there one in particular you found?
10 seviyelik var mı? Yani yüksek bu var. Al Burak. Desteği.
A wonderful Arab stallion. Heavenly. When you look into those eyes of his, you'd swear he was human.
Ne kadar? 3 mü? 2.6 galiba.
Surely you'll knock something off the price if I trade in my old one.
Bence vermez ya. Orada bin şey farkı var. $500'e falan verir bence. 3000 teklif yapalım bence.
Done. you.
Şüphen groşunu aldık. Bakalım nasıl bir at. 5 seviyelik. Vay beyaz at. 152 kapasite. Yani daha iyisi de yok galiba zaten. Nazır mı falan alamam ben şu an. Param yok da. Acı almak istediğim zaman nereden alacağım? Şimdi bence gidelim buraya, akşam olmasını bekleyelim. Zaten oraya gidince kadar olur. Daha bu görev mi yapsın önce? Tam görev yapalım hadi. Kesinlikle benimki daha iyi. Oraya gitsem yetişebilir miyim? Tam kaç saat? 14. Akşam demişti. Yetişiriz bence ya. Yetişiriz. Akşam şöyle 9-10'a kadar bir yetişsek diğer tarafa. Yetişemiyorsak da bir sonraki akşam yaparız. Sıkıntı yakınacak. Bölüm yine bayağı uzattık da işte bu görevler yarım yarım oldu. Bitiremedim ki. Bitirebilsem bölüm sonu yapardım şimdi. O et toplama görevi yapabilseydim onun üstüne bir et toplama görevi daha vardı. Onu da yapar bölüm sonu yapardık ama işte toplayamadım ki.
This one is from Neuhoff. Take good care of him for me.
Yarış konuşuruz. Allah yeni at aldım. O atla ben her türlü geçerim. Param da kalmadı. Çoktan para kazanırız.
Greetings. What do you need?
My lord, I bring greetings from Smill's widow, Zora, mistress of the Neuhoff stud farm.
Zora. The poor woman, to lose her husband in such a terrible way. How can I help her?
She sends her respects and would like to ask, if you don't mind, why you stopped buying horses from her.
I take my horses from Uzits now. It's no reflection on Zora or her people, but it was clear to me after the tragedy at Neuhoff that the stud farm would never recover. I'm not inclined to buy my steeds from a stud farm run by a woman. You can understand that, can't you? Being a stable master is a man's work.
Doğası değil mi? Nasıl bir zihniyet? Ne alaka? Ne olacak öyle olunca? Notlar. Bu ne demek acaba? Bunu seçeyim bakayım ne olacak.
Her horses.
Oldu.
They're beautiful, powerful animals, my lord. Impeccable hooves, strong teeth, clean ears. You certainly won't get any better from Ujits.
You do seem to know a great deal about horses. If what you say is true, then I have an idea.
Yarış.
We'll hold a horse race, and whoever's horse fares better, that's who we'll buy from. I hope you will carry the Neuhof colors.
It looks that way. I've already bought the horse.
Splendid. Tell my stable master about my decision. Meanwhile, I'll send word to the riders from the other stables around. Let's make a proper show of it.
Yapalım. Alır. Para lazım. Gerçi para yani şeyden ayarla altları satın ablamız herhalde para verir karşılığında. O kadar uğraşacağız. Belki o 3000 şeyimi geri alırım diyeceğim de vermez o kadar para ya. Verse en fazla 500 verir.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been stealing game recently.
Don't ask me. Talk to Blacksmith's Betty. She's the one who claims she saw them feasting in the woods.
I see. Thanks. I'll go and ask. I brought the horse from Ujits, the one Lady Stephanie asked for.
I saw. No problems with him?
Well, he's a little hot-headed.
I'll be careful with him then. Thanks for the warning.
Will you tell Lady Stephanie I brought him?
She probably already knows. She keeps peering from the castle walls.
Sir Divish has sent me about the race.
Race?
Yes, I'm to tell you he wants to arrange a horse race. He will send word himself to the other stables and riders in the area.
It's true no one's raced the Talmberg track for ages. And the folk around here could use a bit of excitement. But what's your part in this?
Actually, Mistress Zora sent me. She wants his lordship to start buying her horses again.
Zora? She's from the Neuhof stud, ain't she?
Yes.
I hope with all my heart you win. After what's happened to Zora, she deserves some luck. Do you know the rules of the race?
I don't.
We'll tell you before the start of the race where the poles are and what order you have to reach them in. There's no set course. You can take any route you want. Knowing the lie of the land is very important. You must take a ribbon from each pole, and once you have them all, you can ride back. If you're the first one here, then you win. Got it?
I understand.
Ne yapayım? Direk var. Her direkte kurdele var. Sırayla onu sıranın önemi var mı bilmiyorum da işte hepsinden alacağız kurdeleyi. İlk getiren kazanacak.
All right, thanks.
Take care.
Yarın öğlen Zora'nın alaçalı atıyla Talmberg kapısına git. Tamam o zaman şimdi şeye gideceğiz. Onun akşam olur zaten. O atı ben burada bıraksam durur mu acaba? Tamam o zaman ya da buna binmeyeyim de bundan yaya da gidebiliriz.
Greetings, Henry.
Bir dakika, bir şey yapacağım. Ben vazgeçtim.
How about now? Fancy a walk to the town?
It's late now, but come by earlier tomorrow.
Dalga mı geçiyorsun kızım? Akşam geldin ya. Aa, manyak ya. Vallahi manyak. Akşam geldi şimdi sabah geldi. Şimdi ne zaman gidiyoruz? Şöyle. Yarın öğlen. Uyandığımda yerim.
Look at you, lover boy.
How about now? Fancy a walk to the town?
I can't now.
Bak
Come
ya.
back in the evening, will you?
Akşam geliyor, sabah gel diyor. Sabah geliyor, akşam gel diyor. Allah kızım sen bilirsin yani. Lan niye böyle oldu? Niye çarp oldu? Niye öyle oldu? Acaba geç mi geldi? Bu geç geldi. Oo, işimiz var. Vallahi işimiz var ya. Ne oğlum? Shadows.
What do you want here?
You see, the race, I came,
You've come too late.
Couldn't I just...
No, you couldn't just.
Başlayacağım ya. Çok geç gelmişim. Hem kadınla şey yapamadık. Yemeğe gidemedik hem de buradaki yarıştan olduk. Diyeceğim ya. Terasa yüzünden var ya. Vallahi yapacak bir şey yok. Benim yüzümden değil, ben bilmiyorum. Almak istemiyormuş işte. Yani bizden onun için paramı ister, bilmiyorum. Ne var artık, bakalım ne olacak, kadın tepkisi nasıl olacak. Bu arada bu görevi yapayım, bölüm sonu yapacağım. Çok uzun oldu çünkü. Görevler çok saçma ya, çok takılıyoruz arkadaş, çok saçma. Bir görevi bitiremedim.
Ya.
Vallahi senin iş yalan oldu ablacığım. Kusura bakmayacağım.
That race, it was quite something.
So the race is over? Tell me, please, how did it go?
Kaybettik bacım.
I'm sorry, Zora. I failed.
Oh well. But what can I say? You tried, and I appreciate that.
But Sir Divish told me that he'll help you when he gets the chance.
You're a kind lad. Thank you for your efforts. Take care.
İyi vallahi, kadın azarlamadı ya da böyle ne bileyim para bir şey istemedi. Ben elimden geleni yaptım vallahi. Geç gittim yani, zamanında gidebilseydim böyle sıkıntı olmazdı. Şimdi verelim, ondan sonra bölüm sonu yapayım. Burada bir şey var o. Dalgın yerinde sabit durduğun sürece yorgunluğu ve açılan aynı seviyede kalır. Hızlı seyahatin görüş mesafesinden aşırı şekilde arttırır. Böyle yol üstünde oylayan çağıran adamlar falan kahraman. Eğer şöhretin bölgede fazlaysa o bölgede artı bir güç, konuşma, çeviklik ve zindelik konusu olursan ancak geç. Bulunduğun bölgede şöhretin az olanlar var. Veriyorum. Ona vermemin sebeplerinden biri de onun yanlış görmediyse olumsuz sebebi yoktu. Diğerlerinin hep olumsuz şeyleri de var. Olumsuz, yani olumlu yönleri olduğu kadar olumsuz yönleri de var. Onun olumsuz yönü yoktu. Doğru gördün değil mi? Aynen. Olumsuz yönü yok. Evet, burada bölüm sonu yapalım arkadaşlar. Videoyu beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi, yorum bırakmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşçakalın.